So I saw another coach and social media influencer a couple of years ago make this statement, and I thought I would address it with him, and it kind of was funny. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. Also a reminder, please remember to like my video, subscribe, share it, and comment down below. It would be greatly appreciated. So let's get over to the topic. I had this guy say that, and I'm not going to necessarily call him out by name. I've not ever been that impressed with his information. He is an influencer. He does do some podcasts and other stuff. But quite frankly, even though he's like, well, he's natural, so he uses that as his explanation. He keeps everything natural. The guy's small. He's weak. And quite frankly, his clients are pretty small and weak. So and I thought it was really fascinating that he made this statement that, I've seen people out there promote doing stuff like heavy singles followed by tens, and it just doesn't work. And it's like his statement, I chimed in that time, and it was an interesting conversation because it goes to show that some of these mediocre coaches take methods that are time proven. And I am talking time proven by absolute elite coaches and champions and world level lifters. Like this is not even in question that this works because we've seen it displayed over and over and over. I've done it with plenty of clients too, who move monstrous weights. I mean, I've built 600-pound squatters with massive quads this way. But he made that statement. It's just like, well, it's trying to mix the best of both worlds, and you end up, with mediocre results. And I mean, for people to stop and think about how absurd. And again, this is the level of, these are guys out here coaching people. These are people running podcasts. These are people putting out information on social media as evidence-based people who will make such a ludicrous statement. And I want people to really think that through for a moment. Okay. In the history of the world, has doing a heavy single on squats, right? Doing a squat max before you do leg presses and leg extensions ever reduced your ability to grow quads? No, I mean, really, what possible mechanism could it occur through? I mean, in fact, when you look at research, there have been research showing that doing a single rep at 90% or higher on an exercise immediately before doing 10 rep sets improved performance. In fact, there was a study on that to where they found that people's 10 rep max went up. If they did just a single, even at 90%, one rep to attenuate it, the weight that they were able to move on the 10 rep sets immediately after was slightly higher. It's been noted that when that happens, it creates attenuation, and you actually get slightly better muscle fiber recruitment. That's what the evidence showed. That's what the evidence showed. Okay. On top of that, I mean, think about it from a perspective, and people say, well, maybe you couldn't do as much volume after a single. Well, how much volume do you guys really think that you need to make your quads grow? Are you trying to do 35 sets or something? Right? No, I mean, really think about that. Has any of you ever out there experienced, oh man, I did a heavy squat, all of a sudden I can't do 15 rep sets on the leg extension or 10 rep sets after, right? It just totally removed my ability to do them. Things that don't happen. On top of that, you are fatiguing the highest threshold motor units and muscle fibers, okay? Right? Everybody understands this. Those are the ones that grow. You're reaching them in your very first exercise on pretty much every rep. If you're doing singles, you ramp up to a heavy single, you hit all those muscle fibers, the ones that are capable of the most growth. The only problem with it is, well, you're not doing enough volume to really create much growth, but you've already fatigued it, right? You've already fatigued it. Well, that's what you want. So now you're going in, you've already hit it, and you've also trained the nervous system to use it quicker. Okay, we're good. You get massive thighs doing this. This is ludicrous. The idea that doing a heavy single on a squat is somehow going to reduce the growth you get from 10 rep sets immediately afterwards on your leg presses and leg extensions. Insane. oh, I did a heavy bench, so therefore I'm not going to be able to get good recruitment on my dumbbell presses and my incline afterwards. Are you serious? What clown? I mean, and people think of stuff like this. Oh, it's not going to work. I've seen it fail. The person actually wrote they've seen it fail over and over and over. Okay? They've seen it fail. I haven't. I've seen it work extremely successfully over and over and over. And I argued with him on that. He's like, well, that's just been your experience. It's not just my experience, the experience of top strength coaches around the world. It's not just me. Not Jason Blaha. It's literally Louis Simmons. It's Chris Duffin, all these people. All right, so let's talk about it from a strength perspective. Lord, you're trying to get the best of both worlds. Does anyone not realize all the top powerlifters in the world? Most of your world record holding powerlifters who are not broken all do high rep work. They all do hypertrophy work. Okay? Now let's set aside the fact that Westside, the whole system is built around, hey, we have 2 max effort days where we do a true 1 rep max and then we do a bunch of hypertrophy work right after. Yeah, they only broke 100 world records. But how about a lot of other people? Like, are we getting the idea that you're not going to be a successful powerlifter because you do 10 or 12 rep sets? Every super strong guy I know does this without fail. Right? I mean, Jared Burton, perfect example. Guy benches over 500 pounds. He's in my age group. He's like 50 years old. I've seen him bench 540 raw. Look how many 10 and 12 rep sets. I've seen the guy come in and just bang out 20 reps before on camera with 315 on the bench. Okay? He does high reps. Milenichev, when he hit that world record squat, used to have whole phases where he would do 10 and 12 rep sets on back squats. All right, again, let's come over to this crazy idea. Are we saying that powerlifters don't do tons of 10s, the best ones? Because that's not a valid argument either. So what do you mean the best? You can't just get the best of both worlds. Really? So all the powerlifting champions who do all this hypertrophy work along with their singles are not getting the best of both worlds? What do you mean? That's called powerlifting. I mean, that's, again, you got to look at some of these people and go, this is why you are small and weak and your clients are small and weak. I mean, this sort of crazy idea that powerlifters don't do tons of hypertrophy work, what delusion. Or that doing a heavy single is going to interfere with your ability to do 10s afterwards and not get a good pump and a good stimulus. These ass clowns need to go away. And this is what passes as evidence-based. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.